Hi, this is Mufei LI, and my student's number is 1421430. Let's check it. Okay, so I choose the A1 quiz 2, question 1, A1 quiz 6, question 2, and the A1 quiz 5, question 1. Let's go to the questions. So the first question, which of the following statements about the applications of machine learning do you agree? This is the correct answer, and the reason is, so let's call the hypothesis H. H is a function in a supervised machine learning that can map input to output. Generally, we always choose the best H with best results when mapping features to target. And even if we have the same training data, when we use different models, the H we can obtain can be different. So we are not always able to get the best H for the hypothesis set. We just choose the best H that we can obtain. The other three answers are not true. So the first one and the fourth one are talking about the influence of complex or simple models to machine learning. Actually, we have no idea which kind of model is the best for the data set we have met. So remember the rule number 3, the attribute target relationship is not explicit. It is hard to describe, especially in mathematical equations. We need to try different models based on the situation and find the best one. It's all about data and other factors in practice. And the second one talking about the data distribution. We can observe a part of data distribution, but we cannot observe all of them. So like our training data is limited, like this iris flower datasets. We only have some samples of data. We cannot include all iris flower growing all over the world in the training dataset. That is why option 2 is wrong. Go to the next quiz. So for this quiz, this answer is the correct answer. And this question is asking about the complexity of features. The inner nodes and the questions both refer to the features in the dataset. That is, in this place, is the outlook and temperature. Since the classification is the same, it's more reliable to have less questions than taking a huge number of decision nodes. Let's talk about the ID3 algorithm of building decision tree. It is based on Occam's razor, means the law of parsimony, which is to assume that less is better, or with less thing, the same thing can be done. So the smaller decision tree is better than the larger decision tree. In my opinion, it's like we are doing a quiz. The quiz can mention a number of different knowledge points, and in order to get the true answer, we need to know all the knowledge points. If the quiz mentions only 2 knowledge points, it is easy because we only need to have these 2 knowledge. But if the quiz mentions all the teaching materials we have learned in this session in machine learning, it will be terrible. We have to check whether we remember each point of information, which can be really hard. So that is why less nodes is better than more nodes. Less question is more preferable. The last quiz question. So this is about the relationship between no conflict and zero training error. So what is conflict? You can see this example. Each attribute has many possible values, and that is all samples take the same value on all attributes. But they have different results, different target value. So because decision tree is a hypothesis set, which can achieve zero training error by dividing the data into smaller and smaller subsets with branches and finally reaching leaf nodes. Yeah, so we are limiting the depth of the tree, which means that at some point the tree stops subdividing in order to prevent overfitting. And the decision tree would choose the target value with the most votes as the common result of this type of attribute for the contradiction stated in the question. Of course, this creates training errors. Therefore, if there's no training error, there's no such contradictory example in the training data set.